Let's go to Judy Kurtz, the Hill columnist, Nadja Atwal, the business and political commentator, and Robin Biro, former Barack Obama campaign director. So many things that so many experts got wrong, not the least of which those who said you can't deliver food in under an hour. I think we just found out that's possible. But Judy, would you have expected a year like this, not only Donald Trump winning, but the market responding the way it has, and people getting products in under an hour delivered to their homes?
Well, first of all, I picked the wrong day to be in the D.C. bureau, Neil. I don't know why you're not doing this experiment here in Washington.
Well, we're going to take it on the road, but this has great promise, yes.
Okay, we're next. We're next here in D.C. It's time to throw the crystal balls away. I mean, these forecasters, the media, we're used to seeing folks, you know, making bad political predictions, but never to this degree before. I mean, person after person said how poorly the markets were going to flounder as soon as Donald Trump would take office, and we've seen just the opposite. They surged. It's time to get out of the business of forecasting these elections, the political theater of doing these predictions.
You know, Nadja, I mean, there was so much between Brexit and a lot of consensus things that just went wrong. And, of course, they go wrong on both parties' part, given the environment. It was 4 years ago, Republicans were so sure Mitt Romney was going to win, particularly after that first debate, that they almost started packing up and heading to the White House then and there. We know how that turned out. So how are we to sort of play this going forward here? Just not trust consensus, challenge consensus, think outside the box? What?
Well, we need to, of course, trust the instinct also of the people. When they see the country is heading in the wrong direction, and every poll showed that the majority of the country thought that, then chances are that status quo is not going to play out that well. And, for example, with regards to Brexit, all the Brexit pushers had to do is tell the people, look at Angela Merkel, look at her policies in Germany. I am from Germany. That's one of the reasons why I early on supported Trump, because, like I saw coming what's happening now, the disaster of the refugee policies that she is pushing. And the Brexit people, pro-Brexit people basically only had to play that card. So it was actually foreseeable that British people said, what's happening now in Germany and France, that's going to happen here in England, not with us. So that was a very, very easy campaign in a way. And it was actually, for me, not that surprising at all. And in the end, you know, we're going to see more of that. So I can already forecast that with regards to other countries in Europe, based on the latest events also, unfortunately.
But, you know, Robin, I obviously maybe buoyed by the fact that Hillary Clinton won the popular vote. We still have a lot of Democrats, the president included, saying that nothing to do with his legacy or program or mission, much more to do with just a fluke event, or in the case of the president talking to the Atlantic some months ago, the article is finally out, Fox and Rush Limbaugh that did him in. I mean, when you go back to your friends, do you really think that way, or is this a way of just sort of shifting blame?
You know, Neil, I'm glad you brought that up. Honestly, I think that Democrats need to really pay attention. The one strategist that did get it right was Scott Wren, senior strategist for Wells Fargo, who did predict Brexit and did predict the market surge for the United States. But I still think that Democrats need to just pay attention and take into account that populism is the lay of the land. It's spreading all over Europe, and it's spreading in the United States, that we're concerned about the needs of the everyday man. It seems like a no-brainer to me. So, you know, I do think we need to pay attention.
But the fact that they're not doing that, does that worry you? Now, Republicans generally tell me they're very happy that Democrats aren't doing that soul-searching because they won't learn. But what do you think?
No, I think we definitely... The message should be loud and clear that we do have to do some soul-searching. We also have to hold President-elect Trump accountable for his promises, everything that he's set out to do his first 100 days as far as infrastructure improvements, all of those things that will foreseeably jumpstart the economy. And I think that's why we're seeing some of this rise right now. We do need to make sure that he does those and that they don't just benefit those at the top. So, you know, we've got our work cut out for us, Neil.